大家好，我是青青。今天我们继续《火焰纹章之风花雪月黑旧线》的第12期，也是帝国线的第3期。那我们本周末的话呢，选择出击埃戴尔的外传仍未跨越天山。
There. We must rethink the supply route now that the battle lines have moved. This one will be Hubert, and Count Burgleys will oversee this force here. Ah, Professor, is something wrong? Sorry, I thought I had a bit more time before the council meeting.
你很勤劳呢。
True, though ideally I'd like to hand off anything I can to my subordinates. But while we're on the front lines, I can't help but worry about every little thing. Now, let's see.
Pardon, Your Majesty. An urgent matter.
What's happened?
There is an army from Almyra at Fodlan's throat. Reports indicate it is of appreciable size. A steep mountain range runs along the border between Fodland and Almyra. That mountain range is called Fodlan's Throat. The sturdy fortress built within those mountains is called Fodlan's Locket. It occupies the sole path through. The Church and the Alliance nobles built the locket to safeguard against Almyran invasion.
Normally, House Goneril watches over the fortress. In times of trouble, the lords join together to protect it. But I assume it would be too difficult to defend against this incursion with only the troops of Goneril.
The situation has been precarious for House Goneril since Holst fell ill.
荷尔斯特卿就是孝达的哥哥啊。这个人名的话一直出现，但是他真人的话呢，就从未出现过。
The heir to House Goneril, renowned for his bravery. He is Hilda's elder brother.
Holst is a formidable commander. It's only logical that House Goneril would struggle in his absence. The Alliance is shattered. They can't request soldiers from the surrounding wards. And the Imperial troops stationed there can't be relocated so easily. The best course of action is for us to go out there and deal with this ourselves. It's critical for us to protect that location. This is our chance to prove that we won't allow it to fall.
哥纳利尔家就因为库罗德死了，他们就反抗都不反抗，直接就加入我们帝国了。希尔达都死在我们手里了，他们也没反应的。
It is to the benefit of our future governance not to abandon it. It seems this must be done. Will you assist us?
出征。
We'll depart after you finish making preparations. Move swiftly. We must move before the Almyran army crosses the throat.
可以上12个。
It seems we made it in time. Let's help the soldiers of House Goneril withdraw. The Black Eagle Strike Force will protect Fodlan's Locket.
Support! We're saved!
Reinforcements? And that flag belongs to the Imperial Army! Ha! A fine enemy indeed! Break through the locket and make a name for yourself. No need to be shy. Strike all at once!
We fight to protect Fodlan. If the defensive line is broken, we fail. Our enemies are many, but we can use the terrain to our advantage and stop them where they stand.
Ready for anything. Another gain from mortal risk.
I will prevail.
看一下佩托拉最多站到这儿，然后让他过来给我跳个舞之后，
For the Empire.
佩托拉站在这儿，那我就站他前面一个。
What's my strategy? I must lead them well.
1、2、3，佩托拉可以站这儿，那我就可以再往前一个，对吧？
What's my strategy? All is going to plan. I will prevail.
不对，我多跑了一个，哎呀，佩托拉过不来。
What's my strategy? Another victory.
1、2、3。
I will prevail. Well done.
哎呦，我真的还差一点点就可以打到。
It won't be in vain.
居然没能一回合结束战斗，真是耻辱啊！
Watch and learn. I must lead them well.
Yeah!
帕麦拉兵的话是绿色系的，穿的是绿色的军服。
All is going to plan. Another victim. Here is something to believe in. It won't be in vain. I'm stronger than before. No use.
Your sword is fit to cleave a mountain in two. Care to try it out against the undefeated Nadir?
如你所愿，我从未听过这样的要求。
Watch and learn. No hesitation.
So this is how far I go. Unbelievable. What a scary woman.
Dare! Impossible! Everyone withdraw! Run!
No matter how many times you attack, we will never allow you to capture the throat.
2回合结束战斗，虽然呢比我的预期要慢一点，但是也还算可以了。荷尔斯特勇士队。
The Almiran troops are difficult opponents. For now, I would much rather focus on Fodlan's internal territories. I hope they don't mount another attack anytime soon. The Almiran army retreated. Their casualties were numerous. As I understand it, they won't be attempting another invasion anytime soon. Still, we must prepare the local troops before their enemy returns.
真是麻烦的邻居，要试着好好相处吗？
That is my hope. I would even consider a treaty. Unlike Fodlan, Almyra is not a land ruled by blind fealty to the goddess. I believe we need only to communicate openly with them and respect the differences between our cultures. If we do that, we should be able to have a meaningful dialogue with them, one more promising than what we can expect from followers of the goddess. Ah, Hubert, what did Duke Goneril say?
He expresses his sincere gratitude to Lady Edelgard. In addition, he would like to leave the protection of the throat to Imperial troops from now on.
Is that so? How reasonable of him. By the way, what was it that ailed Holst?
I did not hear all the details, but apparently he ate some bad mushrooms. It is said he is now emaciated and pale, and his skin exudes a mysterious vapor.
置换蘑
I
菇
can't help but imagine what that must look like. But it's probably better not to think about it.
Agreed. Do not worry yourself with such thoughts.
说成这样呢，让我想去看看。
Indeed. Well, then maybe you should pay a visit. And then you could tell me what it looked like.
然而还是没有机会啊。这个什么荷尔斯特青的话，他从来都没有出现过，只出现了一个名字：向于地底扩散的黑暗出击。
Professor, you're here.
你有找我过来吗？
No. But while you are here, you may as well listen. I am sure you recall hearing about Kranya, Solon, and Lord Arundel. I'm investigating their true identities. I want to know their origins, their numbers, their base of operations, their plans. I want to know where they acquired their dark powers, how they disguise themselves. Many intriguing mysteries surround these people. Wouldn't you agree?
我也觉得，不认为是什么鬼。
No. I suppose someone of your stature has more immediately pressing concerns. Well, I have a name for them. Those who slither in the dark.
Lord Hubert, pardon me, but Lord Arundel is at the monastery. He says he wants to discuss something with you and is waiting in the reception hall.
Speaking of, Professor, would you come along?
Hubert, I have something I must request of you.
亚德兰宫的话，亚兰德宫啊，他就是那个塔列斯啊。
Request? That is an unusual word choice. A request by definition can be refused. But if you have orders, Regent, I will follow them.
Such a reaction before you even hear me out. Very well. One of my subordinates was conducting experiments in the sealed forest. The demonic beast he was using ran wild and has created something of a situation. Take care of it.
Experiments, you say? Very well. I will set out at once. Professor, will you assist?
去吧。
Thank you for your support. It is a great help. My. Looks like this forest became infested with demonic beasts while we weren't looking. I suppose we've not a moment to lose. Not that I'm concerned for any of these people, but since there may be a reward in it for us, we may as well do what we can to rescue them. Now then, let's split up and move in to assist. It may be worth focusing your attention on those being targeted by multiple demonic beasts.
魔道士，一个、两个、三个、四个、5个。要打死这些魔兽的话非常容易啊，但是要救这些魔道士全都救下来的话就比较难了。他们的话呢，都是属于暗黑蠢动者，也都是阿加尔人。 全都是地底人，这帮杀父仇人，我现在呢却要救他们。
What's my strategy? It's time. For the Empire.
诱导之计。过来吧你！ 哦，走到哪儿他都能打中我，那就无所谓了。
I'll cut a bloody path.
我站这儿吧。
snare them with ease.
It's life or death.
这边行动完了，然后的话看这儿。
Understood.
一起突击。
Now! It is part of me.
I do this for all of us.
To their deaths.
I've got it!
谁最后一个打他，就谁吸引他的注意，是吧？这也太那什么了。这边还有一只。
Put me in there.
I will prevail.
Thanks for helping.
No matter what, I will not misplace my heart.
在行动的话，计策、引诱之计，把他拉过来。
This better work.
More fighting.
“他怎么还能自己回血的？”
It is all for Her Majesty.
I'm getting the hang of this. Ernie's just no good.
“卡斯帕尔的闪避还可以哦。” 大家有没有发现，这些地底人搞的这些魔兽的话呢，都有着一张人脸。
Don't mind getting my hands dirty. All this power just to survive.
好了，引起注意了。圣枪，
I'm continuing to improve.
获得了一个黑暗金属。艾戴尔，
No time to idle.
他怎么还有2块？好吧，也不指望艾戴尔能把他的。 能把他的护照全打碎了，我们直接来狂风。
I must outwit even death.
狂风的话，行动完可以再次行动，直接干死他吧！我靠，艾戴尔好强，一击打出了300的伤害，我从来没有一击打出过300的伤害啊！牛逼！继续使用战技狂风的话呢，攻击后就可以再次行动了。
I must outwit even death.
牛逼了，牛逼了！哎，可以再次行动。这么远我也打不到啊！过来这里吧。
What's my strategy? Now's our chance.
Understood.
获得一个黑暗金属。
I do this for all of us.
I'm awake.
烈风。
I'm doing this for the win.
近战奶妈就是强。
I think I'm improving.
死神骑士了，冷哼一声。
Put me in there. And I'll keep getting stronger.
I will prevail.
战场大扫除。魔物斩击。我靠！操！
Let's think carefully.
“别作死了，别作死了，好吗？”哦，还好还好。
Ready for anything.
圣枪。
Greatness awaits me. I'll cut a bloody path.
The results speak for themselves.
With all of my might!
希望这个魔道士能活下来啊！我加不加得到血啊？
Noted.
还好能加到血。死神骑士过不来。贝尔的话，嗨。霸天。 天地之霸剑，这个也只能打1块啊！哎，算了。打不中，打不中。
Shouldn't strain myself.
差一点点。靠！还剩1滴血，还行哦。别作死了！别作死了！好，直接一击毙命了。
Greatness awaits me.
我来结束这一切吧。
One step closer to victory.
救出了1半以上的魔道士。
What a disgrace to be saved by those fools.
我明明全救了呀，怎么他给我判定是1半以上？不应该是满分答卷吗？唉，我居然救了自己的杀父仇人一族。
Enough. These certainly proved useful. Go ahead and take them.
Your tools, I gather. Yes, I suppose we will take them off your hands, since you asked so nicely.
因陀罗之剑。哎 ，MVP 筛戴尔。
I'm surprised at you, Hubert, saving all of my poor subordinates. It seems gratitude is in order. Let us meet again soon.
Good riddance. What a nuisance that man is. He and his ilk must be aware of my investigation. No doubt this was all an attempt to make us believe we are powerless against them. It has only achieved the opposite effect.
反效果。
They are looking down on us. They think we cannot touch them, but the closer we get to them, the less true that becomes. Just look at this weaponry we received as a token of their appreciation. It would be impossible for us to manufacture such a piece with our current tools and knowledge. It is not as powerful as a relic, but it is nearly so. We will keep them close for now, while we still need their strength to rule Fodlan. Once Fodlan is united, however, the focus of this war will shift. Rather than swords clashing on the battlefield, it will be knives cutting in the darkness. Lady Edelgard's war will be over, and House Vestra's will begin. We who rule the shadows will eradicate those who slither in the dark. When that time comes, Professor, you will be quite useful to us.
赶紧看一下刚才拿到的因陀罗之剑，魔法武器，以古代技术制作的枪，先保管起来啊。大家看这个伊艾里扎，他现在的萨利耶尔之大镰的话呢，也是以古代技术制作的镰刀，那么肯定也是这个地底人帮他们做的啊。修复这些武器的话，也是要用到地底人的阿加尔金属才可以。其实这个亚兰德宫的话呢，在青市县我们已经把它干掉了，就好像是在迪亚朵拉之战的时候把它给干掉了。我们要向王国进军了，先到骑士团工会补充一下战力，接着再看一下支援等级有没有提升呢？休伯特和卡斯帕。
You were rather quiet in the last battle, Caspar. Not a single war cry to be heard. It was almost as if you weren't even there.
I did it just for you, Hubert. Isn't that what you wanted? Weren't you the one who said my shouting would cause problems?
Yes, I was. And at the time, you seemed intent on ignoring my advice.
Well, that was then. Recently, my behavior caused trouble, just like you said it would. I was shouting the other day and some enemies heard. I pretty much gave our position away and left us open to attack. I mean, it turned out fine in the end, but someone could have died if things had played out differently. Anyway, I did some self-reflecting and realized that I probably shouldn't shout so much. A decision that I'm proud to say I came to all on my own.
All on your own, huh? It was a bad decision. Being too quiet on the battlefield is extremely dangerous.
I'm sorry, what? That's the exact opposite of what you said before.
Having seen you fight in silence, I have no choice but to accept the truth that your shouting is vital.
What in the world are you talking about?
We've all grown used to the way you fight. Your battle cries help morale, and your instructions rise above the din of battle. I would go so far as to say that the soldiers under your command would be lost without the guidance of your booming voice.
I really don't get you, Hubert.
You inspire people. The benefits of your shouting outweigh the risks. Something wrong?
Yeah! I'm back! If you want me to shout, then I'm gonna think about it! I knew you'd come around!
Don't get too excited. You'll be ambushed again.
Then I guess I'm gonna have to fight some guys while shouting!
That might have been the wrong approach. Ah, well. No cure for stupidity. I suppose I'll just have to rein him in myself.
贝尔和 Dorothea。
Hello, Byrne.
Oh no, what did I do this time? Did I offend you? Is this your revenge?
No, not at all. I just want to talk.
If you promise not to resort to violence, I'll do whatever you want.
Byrne, I've just been worried about you, that's all. When I said I was your friend, you ran away, saying something about your father. Remember?
Vaguely?
I know you've lived through some bad times. If you could tell me about it, maybe I could help?
Oh, I don't know.
Please. Your father's not here now. Whatever it is, you're safe to tell me.
All right. My parents told me never to befriend a commoner. They said commoners are scum, and that they'd crush any that tried to come near me.
Hang on, scum? They called me... I mean, commoners. They called us scum?
Yeah, but once, a long time ago, I did secretly make friends with one. A boy. When my father found out about him, he disappeared the very next day. I heard he was found beaten half to death. I never saw him again. Since then, I've been terrified of making friends with anyone. Commoners especially.
I never knew that kind of thing really happened. You hear stories, sure, but... Oh, Byrne, I'm so sorry. I'm proud to be your commoner friend.
Dorothea!
Hey now, relax. There's nothing to bawl about. If your dad tried to beat me up, I'd return the favor and then some.
Return the favor?
When I was in the opera, you better believe I had run-ins with the most wicked, terrible men. I survived kidnappings, attempted murders, all kinds of stuff. But you know what? I broke those guys' arms. Snap! It was a thank you for all the trouble they went through trying to hurt me.
You're incredible, Dorothea!
So, now that you know I can defend myself, can we be friends, Byrne?
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
接着是汉尼曼和马努埃拉。
You keep doing things that aren't called for. It's driving me batty.
You presuppose I am only thinking of you.
Oh, let's just not do this, shall we? I don't know why we always end up fighting.
It can hardly be helped. You and I seem opposed to one another on a, let's call it an instinctual level. Perhaps this could even be considered a form of fate.
What an awkward fate to have. I'd like you a lot more if I just hated you. All this fighting and making up is just exhausting.
Agreed, yes. It does feel as if we have fallen into a rather tiresome bit of repetition.
What a waste of effort. We're absolutely hopeless, the both of us. Here's a thought. Couples who are similar to one another, share the same views and all that, they're pretty successful. But complete opposites work together too. Surprisingly well sometimes. They compensate for each other's weaknesses, and they support one another. Then I look at how hard we work just to avoid screaming at each other, and I don't buy it.
Don't be so hasty to dismiss your own hypothesis. For instance, I am apt at cleaning, but have no talent for cookery, whilst you loathe cleaning, but are a splendid chef. Would it not be an easier life if, rather than struggle through our weaker areas, we divided the work?
Huh. I suppose our differences do have their advantages that way.
Indeed. If we combine our abilities, housework would be conquered and dinner rendered delicious. There are other ways we could find to support one another, I would imagine. We might make a better pair than you think. You and I, together.
Huh. You might be onto something. You and I could be pretty good together. Wait, why are we talking about this? Are you trying to propose marriage with promises of clean floors? You think I'm that easy of a catch? Honestly.
I did no such thing. You were the one who started discussion on the topic in the first place. You would agree
so this
with
is
me.
my
If
fault
you have
now?
objections,
I never said a word.
这两个人还是不要在一起好了吧？
Following the Alliance's defeat, the Black Eagle Strike Force prepares to invade the Kingdom. But the Kingdom's new allies, the Knights of Seiros, begin to make an advance of their own. After appearing in Aelel, the Valley of Torment, and following the border south, the Knights of Seiros openly march to recapture the monastery at Garreg Mach.
Raid from the north! Their flag bears the symbol of the Knights of Seiros. One of our troops has already intercepted them. Your Majesty, please give us your orders.
From the north? Interesting. Could it be they journeyed through Aelel, the Valley of Torment? Is the Archbishop among the enemy ranks? If so, focus our attacks on her first.
Understood.
Our enemy knows Garreg Mach inside and out. They can come and go as they please. It would have been best if we had detected them sooner, but that can't be helped. Professor, we must hurry and intercept them ourselves. I'll leave the preparations to you.
Huh. The battle looks to be rather cumbersome. We are still guarding all of Garreg Mach, but there are undoubtedly numerous secret passages and magic traps. There is still much about this place that we do not know. It is quite possible they will attack from a location we cannot anticipate.
I must head out first to give my orders. I'll meet up with you soon. Call for General Randolph and General Ladislava. Hurry!
It feels like only yesterday we called this place our home. We must show these fools the error of their ways. They shall pay for the sin of invading Garreg Mach.
Oh, but the Professor is fighting alongside our foe. The same one who saved my life.
That is true. Though I find forgiveness difficult, we do owe that wayward soul a debt. However, the fact remains that because of the Professor, Rhea has long been tormented. To think that the vessel of the goddess, entrusted with the sword of the Creator, could go on to... it angers me to even think of it. All that has happened has changed Rhea. I imagine it has changed the Professor as well. Even if we prevail, I doubt that the Church can ever fully return to the way it once was.
Brother?
Dear Flame, I only brought you with me because you were so insistent. Still, no matter what happens, you must not go near the front lines. If something were to happen to you, it would utterly destroy me. You are my reason for breathing. Do you understand?
I understand. If something were to happen to you, it would break my heart. I could not go on either. I cannot help but wonder if there is a way to end this without fighting the professor.
我是真的不想打福莲和西提斯啊！大家看我们头发的颜色呢，就知道我应该是属于哪一边的了。哎，但是我却做出了如此傻逼的决定，决定帮助艾戴尔。设置副官的话，是不是会加好感度的？艾戴尔没有可设定的副官。嗯？卡斯帕尔、汉尼曼、奥维伊斯。加尔古马库，这不还是这张图吗？当时我们进攻的话是从这里打过来，然后这里面的话其实还有人啊的，然后现在我们就反着从里面打出去。西提斯在这里，那福莲呢？福莲来了没有？福莲没有来，福莲没有来。哎，塞罗斯骑士，这也算是个小统领啊。那右边的话应该没有其他的统领了。左边的话呢，哦，这也算是个统领。佐尔坦之斧。是不是只要干掉西提斯就可以了？待会儿呢，让他跑到这里来，放一个计策，放一个计策。然后再。
We were successful in sneaking up on Garrett Mock. All that's left is to break through past this point.
The Archbishop and Catherine are handling the bulk of the Imperial army. That gives us the chance to infiltrate the monastery.
Our enemies have followed us even here. How unfortunate.
Your Majesty, the enemy's movement is suspicious. They may have some tactic in mind.
If so, then let's face them without delay. Form defensive lines and hold them to the death. Strike down all who approach.
Their troop composition is also strange. I would bet that they are concealing additional soldiers.
不能让他们攻陷防卫地点啊！击败所有敌人。
Ready for anything.
I will prevail.
For the Empire!
这。
The only possible outcome. It's not enough. Each milestone informs the next.
"就算这样的话，他也只能走到这儿了。
What's my strategy?
It won't be in vain. I'll use this power for the greater good. Well done.
一回合直接干到西提斯那里去了。左边还有个将领啊，然后的话，上面是西提斯，拿着天地之剑也干不死你，霸天地之霸剑也不行。
Trespassing on holy ground is a grave sin indeed. You must atone for it with your life.
吸血。
Put me in there. Hope you're ready. Big win.
Stepped in that one.
Amazing! I do this for all of us. Seems like fighting's all I do these days.
这我都躲草丛了，你也能打得住我？
More fighting. Feels like fighting is all there is.
I'm awake.
你加血也加不到那么远吧？ 果然，
Fight, then rest. Was any of this worth it? Can I use this off the
I'll cut a bloody path.
Now! Come at me, so that I may put you out of your misery.
The time is now. As long as we stand here, you shall not pass.
这西提斯血都回满了，好吗？佩托拉还是有点脆。佩托拉攻击不行。
Must lead them well.
It all comes down to this.
This could turn the tides.
For the fate of Fodlan.
Not so fast.
Just how?
Bernie's unstoppable. Maybe this'll help me keep steady.
That's an embarrassment.
The enemy is transporting large quantities of flammable material into the woods. They clearly intend to attack us with fire. We should do all we can to prevent it.
Troops waiting in the woods to ambush? We must avoid any suspicious areas as we advance.
西提斯都不出来的，你就窝在那里吗？那福莲就交给我吧。
When I heard you were alive, Professor, I was so happy. But now this? How can it be that you fight on that side? I cannot take your life, for I owe you mine, even now. And yet I cannot back away from this fight. When this is over, my brother and I will go into hiding. It is the only way. Farewell, Professor. I do not imagine we shall ever meet again.
Huh?
I must pull through.
我他妈躲这儿来干什么？我。
The enemy, they clearly...
Troops waiting in the...
What's my strategy? How could I can't win this? Farewell, Professor. I do not imagine we shall ever meet again. I must pull through.
Understood.
I'm awake.
More fighting.
Thank you.
Ready for anything.
哇，鹰陀螺之间的话，哦，它的射程。
Be careful.
Put me in there. Might makes right.
For the Empire.
艾姆鲁的话快坏掉了，这个剑。
You can't stop me. The only possible outcome.
艾德尔好牛逼啊，这攻击
I
力。
must outwit even death.
I will prevail.
剑舞的话，给自己加20点的回避啊。
No matter what, I will not misplace my heart.
现在回避已经65了。
I'll cut a bloody path.
Only thorns left on this rose. All this power just to survive. Winning is what matters. Unpredictable.
Allow me to demonstrate.
I must lead them well. I'll use this power for the greater good. Let's keep up the pace. I must outwit even death. You're in my way.
Critical 才打这么多。
Here is something to believe in. It won't be in vain. For the fate of Foden. Let's keep up the pace. My ambitions are within reach.
艾摩鲁已经损毁了。
That's it for me. I still have more to do, after all. No use. To survive, I will win.
War fuels my body and mind.
here. I will retreat now.
Now!
What's my strategy?
过一会儿再去干西提斯吧。怎么这么硬啊，这个人？我。
What's my strategy?
老子的铁剑坏了，不能忍啊！用天地之霸剑。
Another victory.
我到这里来，你们来打我呀
Understood. Foolish.
For the Empire. I'll strike you down. Oh! The only possible outcome.
Ready for anything. If I live, I fight. I am not well pleased.
I've still got hidden talents.
I'll cut a bloody path. Bow before Her Majesty! A waste of time. It is all for Her Majesty.
Be careful.
再过来能射中谁啊？嘿。
Bernie's just no good.
Put me in there. That's a win for everyone.
I'm awake.
That really helped. I'll be home again soon.
你说你一个飞行单位来打贝尔干什么？
That's an embarrassment. Death grows more distant.
Who's next? Get in line.
To the very end.
你先别动啊！哎呀，撩不到他。
I owe you one.
I do this for all of us.
I am unafraid. Delightful. Death grows more distant.
Our enemy's plan is in ruins. Still, we must tread carefully.
Our plan's been thwarted. No point in attempting to remain hidden. All troops forward! Retake Garrick Mach!
咋了？这咋了呢？这？命中为零。大家一起上去干西提斯吧。
I'm sorry, Rhea. For Flame's sake, I must take my leave to retreat.
We fought them off. Good work, everyone. We've repelled the principal force of the Knights and defended Garrick Mach. Hubert, I require a damage report at once.
Yes, Your Majesty. We will have to make inquiries about the status of the main army.
Indeed. After all, it seems they had Rhea and Catherine fighting on their side.
Lady Rhea, the unit that invaded the monastery has been completely driven away. We were able to make a clean sweep of those who came to attack us. However, I fear we can do nothing but retreat for now.
What of Sedith and Flane?
Sedith and Flane were able to escape in another direction. I have a message from them.
西提斯带着福莲跑了，黄鹤带着他的小姨子逃跑了，这叫个什么事儿啊？看来四圣人对赛罗斯大人也不是那么的忠诚吧。
I am sorry, Rhea. I fear we must return to a life in hiding. I detest that person with all my heart. However, Flane's life is more important to me than all else. I pray that you will one day be free from the burden of your work.
I see. As expected, I am the only one left. Mother, please wait for me. I promise that I will save you.
the filthy thief who stole you from the Holy Tomb. I will crush them with my bare hands.
亲手歼灭，侵袭圣墓，夺走母亲大人啊！肮脏窃贼，说的就是我呀，和艾黛尔。
Edelgard, Your Majesty, I am so sorry.
Silence. We must tend to your wounds.
It will do no good. I can't be saved. You must know that. Ladislava has also passed. The enemy has withdrawn. You are safe now.
看来这个拉蒂斯拉瓦的话呢，他不管哪条路线都会死啊。还有这个兰道夫，你看我现在选择了帝国线，他们两个还是死了。
Understood. Good work. Another loss on my watch. As more blood wets my feet, they grow heavier with each step. Remorse, resentment, despair. I have dispensed with all such things to come this far.
And we must keep moving forward.
Hubert, tell me the status of the enemy.
The battle has ended in a draw with severe injuries on both sides. Some known commanders have been slain. Garreg Mach has not taken much damage, and so it would not be out of line to claim it as a victory for us.
Yes, we'll call that a victory. Although, I'm sure they will say the same.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh, what a terrible opponent that was! Why is the church always like this? How am I supposed to train for that? It was way too scary.
When I saw the enemy enter Garreg Mach, I prepared myself mentally for death. I thought it would be a fine time to die, but I suppose it wasn't quite the time after all.
Our luck was good to have grabbed victory. The church has great strength. We must not have grief, but must keep fighting. Can we be fighting now?
This was certainly a momentous victory. We lost a lot, but we also gained a lot. Certain lords in the kingdom have examined the situation again and decided to join our cause. Changing their fealty based on just one battle. They are all a disgrace to the nobility.
Today, our enemy held many faces I knew well. If we must fight to the death with that kind of opponent, what will become of this world?
There's no stopping me. I'm ready to go strike the kingdom here and now. Everyone must see that we can easily unite Fodlan, don't you think?
Excellent job, everyone. The battle is over now. While we have sustained heavy losses, our foe has suffered far more.
Although not exactly as planned, a win is a win. It may be safe to say that there will be no more obstacles on our way to the next battle.
We will break through the Tailtean Plains and then set course for Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. The final chapter of our fight with the kingdom and the church is close at hand.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Lone Moon. Lady of Deceit. After a narrow victory over the Knights of Seiros at Garreg Mach, the Black Eagle Strike Force hopes to secure a route to Ferdiad, the kingdom capital.
The time has finally come to invade the kingdom capital. Or so I declared. In truth, we'll be advancing to a different location. Only you and the rest of the Black Eagle Strike Force can know. Please bear that in mind.
没问题。
Seems you've already anticipated our intentions, Professor. Well done. Before Ferdiad, we must take Aryan Road, which lies near the border between the Empire and the Kingdom. As a city on the boundary of the two territories, it must be taken at once.
There are many mages within Aryan Road. We will also face Cornelia, a general of the kingdom. We must also contend with Rodrigue, the head of House Fraldarius, as well as his troops. Once we defeat them, Aryan Road will be ours.
I hear Cornelia has a suspicious magic weapon at her disposal. We must attack before the enemy can respond with defensive measures. That is why we are preparing an assault before even our allies are aware.
科尔纳利亚，之前那个伪装成莫妮卡的那个学生好像叫什么科罗尼亚是吧？他们的名字好像哦。
Even within our ranks, there is no way to know with certainty that there is not a rat among us who would leak such information.
When Aryan Road falls, we'll focus on striking Ferdiad from both the south and the east. The deeper we carve our way into kingdom and church territory, the more favorable our position. As ever, I'm counting on you, my teacher.
圣印迪哈日。
I may sound terrible, but you won't notice when everyone else sings too.
Yeah! I'll sing so loud that my voice is gonna reach the sky!
今天是伊艾里扎的生日，举行茶会。伊艾里扎他会喜欢什么茶呢？3日月茶、梅茶、东方风味茶、苹果茶、香柠檬茶。我觉得他应该会喜欢3日月茶。
What do you want? Thank you. Yes.
关于钓鱼池的怪鱼，他又不喜欢钓鱼。在意的伙伴的话题，关于2人的将来。你居然喜欢聊这个话题？喜欢的点心。
Yes.
现在心跳的很厉害，什么鬼？在市场的孩子的话题，关于修道院的谜团。
Thank you.
他居然喜欢在市场的孩子的话题，有没有搞错啊？收到了从帝都送来的双头鹫的重铠甲，艾戴尔贾特获得了转职成为凯撒琳的资格。
Challenge begets victory.
为什么要转职成凯撒琳啊？凯撒琳的话有什么特殊之处吗？以压倒性的防御为傲。这样的话，它的移动是5格。那如果我把它转职成飞龙骑士的话呢？
With this，
它的移动是7格。看一下艾德尔贾特的2个文章：赛罗斯之小文章、言之文章，跟我一样的言之文章啊。还是让他做飞龙骑士好了。我们去骑士团工会补充一下战力，顺便呢再去一趟到打铁铺，我们来修理一下。天地之霸剑还行吧。 修一下我的铁剑。艾戴尔的话，修一下他的斧子，艾姆鲁。啊，他有3个阿加尔金属，我只有1个，天哪！失策呀，失策。早知道不这么狠命的用艾戴尔的斧子了，要3个阿加尔金属，唉。这么多支援信息，休伯特和林哈尔特。
I can't believe it. How can I show my face to Lady Edelgard after this?
That's what you get, Hubert. If you rested like me, you wouldn't collapse from exhaustion.
As much as it pains me to say it, you're right. But to be looked after by you of all people, that might be the worst part of this. I don't know how to feel, to be honest. So for now, let's pretend I thanked you.
Oh, come now. Even I wouldn't abandon someone who collapsed.
You would have in a heartbeat if anyone else had been around.
Ah, yes. Quite accurate, Hubert. Why would I ever bother to be a decent person if there were anyone else I could foist the duty upon? If your situation turned bad, it would have been an absolute hassle. I could never just leave you there.
If that were the sort of man you truly were, we could never be friends.
But if we weren't friends, I probably would have just left you.
Shame you're so reluctant to do any real work. You're actually pretty good at this. Made sure I was comfortable, checked carefully for injuries, even carried me here yourself. If only you'd apply that knowledge of yours so proactively and thoroughly all the time, you'd be a tremendous asset to the Empire.
There you go again. I see no problem with staying just the way I am. But think of it this way. In an anthill, 20% of the ants are asleep at any given time. And it's not because they're lazy. Far from it. When the working ants become tired, they go to sleep and the others wake up. That's me. I'm the ant who rests so I can work later when other people are tired.
Maybe that's true. But even if it is, it's still just a fancy way to say you let others do all the work. Consider me unconvinced.
I'll consider you a bother and leave it at that. You and Edelgard work far too hard. I mean it. Take a break now and then. If you both collapsed, I think it'd be too much effort for me to bother with. Get some rest, Hubert. Not as much as me, of course.
Fine.
林哈尔特的话，他有一整套属于自己的摸鱼理论呢。菲尔迪南特和马努埃拉。
How the crimson rain of pain it came, falling hard upon a land aflame, when the sacred blade it split the sky until the heavens heard our cry. In the hour of vengeance, will you heed the call? On the red fields of revenge, will you help avenge? We must fight strong and stand tall.
Oh, Ferdinand, that song.
Manuela, hello. What a treat. It is most rare to see you at the training grounds. I have never had the honor of sparring with a princess. Why not grab a sword?
Ferdinand, that's called changing the subject. That song you were singing, is it the one you said made such an impression on you?
So you heard me. I hope it was not too grating on your ears.
You've nothing at all to be embarrassed about. I'm pleased if one of my songs stayed with you like that. Oh, it really takes me back. I remember the big battle in the first act. How the crimson rain of pain it came, falling hard upon a land aflame, when the sacred blade it split the sky, until the heavens heard our cry. In the hour of vengeance, will you heed the call? On the red fields of revenge, will you help avenge? We must fight strong and stand tall. Wow. My heyday is behind me. That's for sure.
No, that was wonderful. Exactly the voice I recall from my childhood. To have witnessed this performance in such an intimate setting, I am deeply moved. I cannot stop trembling. I feel as though I am going to cry. You have shaken me to my very core.
All right, Ferdinand, relax. I can see that it's affected you deeply.
You made a little boy's cherished dream come true. Perhaps you can help realize one more.
Another one? And what would that be?
Would you do the sword dance with me? The one that accompanied the song? It had a part for a male performer, if I recall. I would be truly honored.
I'm sure I can't do it as well now as I could then, but you're just so adorably... you. I can't resist.
菲尔迪南特追星成功啊
Thank you so much. That has long been a dream of mine, and you made it a reality.
I gotta say, Ferdinand, you're full of surprises. It was like dancing with a pro. Perfect timing, always in step.
All thanks to you. You inspired me.
Or perhaps it was you who inspired me.
林哈尔特和卡斯帕尔
Huh? Caspar? Whatever is he doing here? Oh no. Is he looking for a fight with someone taller than him? The poor boy won't give up.
This is it. Today's my day. Caspar's day. Come get some.
Yes, Caspar, just like that. Just as we practiced. Yes, dodge. Yes, perfect. Right there. He's open. Punch him right in the... Yes! Caspar, you did it!
And that's how it's done. Woo! And then I got him. Bam! Right in the solar plexus. Oh, I really wish you could have... Hey, are you even listening? This is when it starts getting real good.
I'm listening. I am sad to say, however, that the tale is slightly less thrilling the fourth time through.
You should be more excited. We finally won.
We?
Yeah, I couldn't have done it without your advice. You're a strategic genius, Linhardt.
Nonsense. Your strength carried the day. I just rambled on. You're the one who did the actual work. What's really amazing is how you wouldn't give up.
Whoa, I've never heard you compliment me before. Yeah, I don't think I like it. Seriously, though, I couldn't have done it without you. Like you said, I wouldn't give up on fighting, and I'm not gonna give up on this either.
I should have expected that, I suppose. That's just the kind of guy you are, after all. I guess this friendship is something that we can never escape from. Ever.
Are you saying you want to escape from our friendship?
Not at all. Even if I did, our fates would not be so easily untangled.
You got that right. No one can break this bond. Even if we argue and butt heads sometimes, we'll never have to fight it out. And that's a promise.
Understood. I don't desire to fight anyone anyway. This war is the last time I'll set foot on a battlefield.
Well, that makes sense.
Let's you and I come out the other side of this war alive and well, okay? That is a promise worth making.
Definitely. And let's win this thing while we're at it.
接着是佩托拉和阿路伊斯，他们俩也有好感度吗
Eloise!
Ah, who goes there? Oh, Petra, it's you. You appeared out of nowhere.
I have a question to be asking you.
Sure, I don't mind. I'll answer your question.
You are always surrounded by people. When you speak, they smile. I feel envy. I want to know the secret to having a happy conversation.
Ah, you need a lesson on breaking the ice. That's a slippery subject, but I bet we can crack it. Now, let's see. Well, the crucial thing is to start conversations. Be proactive about saying hello. Ask questions. Also, it might help to stop sneaking up on people.
Start conversations. Stop sneaking. I am understanding. Is there more?
Well, you can always try throwing in a joke to lighten the mood. The trick is to keep trying so you get practice. Put your best foot forward. And try not to put it in your mouth.
What are you saying? Why are you laughing?
Oh, I just made a little joke.
A joke? Can you give me more explanation?
Put your best foot forward. That's an expression people say that means try as hard as you can. And putting your foot in your mouth doesn't really mean what it sounds like. When you put your foot in your mouth, you are saying something rude without meaning to. And so, what am I going on about? There's nothing worse than trying to explain a joke. Petra, you've gone awfully quiet. I suppose you've lost faith in me as a conversation tutor.
You are playing with your words. We do such things in Brigid, too. In Fodlan, you have a strange way of playing with a word's meaning. I am admiring of it.
You admire me? Oh, Petra, no need to say kind things out of pity. You didn't hurt my feelings.
Am I hurting them?
If you were sincerely complimenting me, then no. To think, you just started learning how to chit-chat, and you've already got a silver tongue. You really put your money where your mouth is.
More laughing. This must be a complex technique for word playing.
本周末的话呢，我们选择休养。天地之剑的耐久提升，委任指导。
I'm a quick study. I have a question.
歌唱真是毫无用处呢！即使歌颂再多的和平，战场上却没有一名士兵愿意聆听。只有在和平时，才会歌颂和平。过去也曾有战争因歌声结束的例子。
That's it then.
Professor?
他想学理学，算了吧。
A small job for two of us, yes?
This should be easy enough. Our results speak volumes.
今天的话又是大量繁殖期，一次性可以钓好多的鱼啊！怎么这个艾戴尔和汉尼曼的支援度还没提升呢？今天继续休养。
The task is complete without delay.
It's starting to feel like a part of me.
Professor Hanneman, I owe you an apology.
Whatever for? I'm not bothered by you investigating my past.
Ah, so you knew. You're right. I'm afraid I found it difficult to quell my doubts.
What happened? It was over 20 years ago. I suppose you had just barely been born, now that I think on it. My younger sister was afflicted by a disease of the heart, and she met with an early death. It is easy to lay blame for such things, but I considered crests themselves to be the root cause.
Your father bore a major crest, and both you and your grandfather inherited minor crests. Your sister was born without one, but as the daughter of a family in which crests are prevalent, others saw potential in her. That's why she was married off to a certain noble whose influence was waning. He was undoubtedly desperate for power. But no matter how many children she bore him, none manifested a crest. She fell from her husband's favor and was mistreated, ultimately leading to...
As an up-and-coming crest scholar at the time, I knew only despair. What was the use of my research if I could not even save my own sister?
That's why you abandoned your position in the Empire and came to Garreg Mach.
My sister is far from the only victim. Many noblemen have done the same to their own wives, and I despise them for it.
这个翻译的错了吧？地位的地不是这个地啊。
So my quest began. I would unlock the secrets of crests, make them available to any who desired. If I achieved my goal, the nobility would be rendered obsolete, and my sister could finally rest peacefully. However, all these years later, I am still far from achieving my goal.
A world in which anyone can bear a crest. That's not so different from a world with no crests at all.
Quite right. And that is why I have chosen to fight by your side. I cannot say what lies in your past, yet I have seen your ideals and witnessed the power of your two crests. I feel certain that you too are a victim of this world, just like my dear sister.
Professor Hanneman, please, say no more. I've made peace with my past. Now I look only to the future, to the world we're fighting to create.
Very well. But if you will allow it, there is one more thing I would like to say on the subject. When I look at you, I am reminded of my sister, and also of my own youth. Though I could not save my sister back then, I am different now. I can support you and lend you my abilities. I will fight for your cause in whatever way you need.
Thank you. That means a great deal to me. Your knowledge and your experience are both invaluable. And your passion, too. I welcome your support. And in turn, I will do my best to earn the trust you have placed in me.
本周末的话呢，我们选择散步。确保商人的安全。
This was a trying month, but we did manage to hold Garreg Mach. If only just. Honestly, I did not expect such strident supporters of the Archbishop as setteth in flame to flee. But with this victory, we have all but cornered the Church of Seros and its knights. The goddess above shall give way to the darkness that has long dwelled below. I have a request for you.
商人，我之前商人不是还是只有这些吗？有多什么新的商人？
Well...
Oh, how have we come to this? Fighting the Archbishop and her knights? I'd never imagined. I hate this so much. Professor, I tried. I gave treatment to everyone I could, but lives were still lost. The infirmary is as much a morgue right now as it is a place of care and healing.
There's a school of sorcery in Ferdiad, which is staffed by the top minds of magical research. The study of crests and sorcery should not be separate. I've often thought I should pay them a visit someday. I never imagined I might end up invading the place with an army, though. Not how I imagined it at all.
再看一眼我的文章吧。
Well... I've got a dream, you know. Not that I think it'll actually come true, but it's nice to hope. I'd like to get out of Fodlan and travel across the sea. Maybe to Dagda. Maybe even past that. I want to see all the wild jungles out there. The huge flowers and... ooh, the carnivorous plants! I know it's not realistic, and I know it's probably impossible, but that's what I'd like.
贝尔的话，他非常喜欢食虫草啊。铠甲扣诀，这个必须是死神骑士的呀。贝尔他喜欢猪笼草啊那些东西。就是因为可以什么都不做，等着虫子送上门，这就是贝尔向往的生活。 同门贵族名册，李刚家拥有10节的血统，格纳利尔家防备帕麦拉，科迪利亚家因涉及帝国贵族弗留穆家的内乱，帝国开始持续干涉其内政，国力急剧衰落。 哦，科迪利亚家的话，它也是跟就死神骑士他们家是有关的。古罗斯塔尔家、艾德蒙家，艾德蒙家就是那个玛丽安奴他们家，达夫纳尔家就是朱迪特他们家。
There are stories of heroes' relics 1,000 years ago, of which we have no real evidence today. So many, in fact, that I'm led to wonder if those relics are nothing more than legends. Especially since we know of relics like those passed down in the families of the 10 Fodlan elites.
会不会是捏造的故事呢？这个问题问得好啊。
That reminds you must know about the Western Church in the Kingdom and the Eastern Church in the Alliance. But you probably don't know about the Southern Church. It used to exist a long time ago in Enbar. About 120 years ago, they had a massive insurrection. The bishop of the Southern Church who participated was exiled by the furious emperor. After that, the Empire reconciled with the Central Church, but relations continued to be strained. That history has probably laid the groundwork for the current antagonism among the Empire's citizens.
我们来图书馆，好多东西没看过，我们来看一下这里的书呢。王国贵族名册，布雷达德家啊，小王子他们家。弗拉鲁达利乌斯，戈迪耶，卡隆，卡隆家的那个少爷的话是清帝国派啊，加拉提亚家，大部分领地为寒冷荒野啊，发生大饥荒。洛贝家。陈塞都市阿里安罗德于领内修建时背叛帝国，向法加斯神圣王国投诚，结果在帝国进攻王国的时候呢，他又偏向了帝国啊，墙头草呀，应该不算是墙头草了，应该是个带路党。格雷曼家，达斯卡半岛。格雷曼家是谁家？同门哦，这个看过了。帝国贵族，弗雷斯贝尔古。1171年七贵族之变。艾戴尔也蛮可怜的。艾吉尔家。帝国中权力仅次于弗雷斯贝尔古家，费尔迪南特他家嘛，贝斯特拉家，休伯特他家，不持有领地，地位特殊的侯爵世家，海弗林格家，内务卿，这个是那个林哈尔特他们家，贝尔古里斯军务卿，卡斯帕尔家，瓦利。瓦利的话是那个贝尔纳提塔对吧？对。塞勒斯之书啊，这些就不用看了。创世纪。哦，它是一步一步的是吧？那我们来看一下啊。怎么？这怎么第5章了？这是第1章啊。第2章《创世纪》，在清澈见底的大海上，最先有了弗朵拉。哦，所以说弗莲那么喜欢大海。结束漫长旅程的女神找到了弗朵拉，并降临其上，于是女神创造了生命。女神创造了草木，创造了鸟兽，最后她创造了人类。人类渴望力量，于是女神回应了这个愿望，赐予人类天空的恩泽、大地的恩泽，还有魔道的恩泽。人类因学会魔道而获得更大的力量，却不知力量呼唤邪恶。邪恶从北方来临。为了对抗邪恶的侵略，女神便创造了力量超乎常理的武器，以及能使用武器的血脉。人类便以这股力量与邪恶战斗，将邪恶打败，并驱逐至北方的人们，从此被称颂为英雄。其实这个是虚假的书。英雄们存活了数百年后，终于耗尽了生命之火，只留下血脉与力量传于后世。寄宿在英雄血脉的力量被称为文章，英雄曾挥动的力量被称为英雄的遗产。从此开始编织出新的时间因缘。英雄的子孙们追求血脉，渴望力量，最终他们开始争斗所有事物，文章、遗产、土地、财富。为了 拜邪恶而生的女神之力，因人类的私欲而沦为争斗的道具。女神对此感到哀伤。这是西提斯编出来的鬼话啊，这不是事实。女神是天空，女神是大地啊。这全是西提斯编出来的鬼话。帕麦拉、摩尔菲斯、阿鲁比涅、达古扎、布里基特、斯林达斯卡、奥格玛、弗朵拉历史。常年的乱世令人民一直活在水深火热之中，妄称为解放王的邪恶存在。涅梅西斯为战乱而欢，赞颂流血。弗朵拉的氏族们没有团结一致，只是一味互相争夺、互相厮杀。帝国历前41年，圣塞罗斯的出现与安巴尔出现，这个是帝国的首都啊。塞罗斯创造了许多奇迹，并且深得人心，人们聚集并组织了塞罗斯圣教会。帝国历元年，Adrestia 帝国的建国，国名按神谕命名，于安巴尔建都，治理弗朵拉南方，圣者塞罗斯也为此尽力。帝国历32年，英雄战争的开始，首任 Adrestia 皇帝。古隆达兹会战，和涅梅西斯联手的氏族联军与 Adrestia 帝国与平原激战，帝国军大胜。塔尔丁会战，和涅梅西斯联手的氏族联军与帝国军再次激战，邪恶之人涅梅西斯于此地战死。塔尔丁，英雄战争的终结，皇帝威廉一世的继承者刘凯翁一世。所以说一开始塞罗斯教和 Adrestia 帝国呢是站在一起的，结果现在的话呢，艾戴尔反而举起了反抗的旗帜啊。帝国历721年，达古扎军跨海进攻。帝国历728年，进攻布里基特。帝国历731年，再次进攻达古扎，不幸败退啊！达古扎还是挺厉害的。帝国历747年，法加斯之乱，曾与帝国抗争的氏族子孙卢古为求从帝国独立而举兵，并演变成了波及法加斯地区的战乱。这一连串的战乱亦被称为施救战争啊。这个卢古呢，他本来就是涅梅西斯那一党的，而帝国的首任皇帝呢，他是反抗涅梅西斯的。他打败了涅梅西斯之后呢，就收录了涅梅西斯的手下卢古。但是呢，卢古不服输啊，还是要独立，还是要继承涅梅西斯的遗志，所以呢，就跟帝国决裂了。那又是塔尔丁之战啊。那经过塞罗斯圣教会的调停呢，法加斯神圣王国独立啊。那么801年呢，雷斯塔大乱，帝国雷斯塔地区爆发内乱啊。那么雷斯塔地区呢，又加入了神圣王国啊。861年，法加斯神圣王国分裂，3位王子分别成为了独立君主，将王国一分为3，进行共治。3日月战争。881年，治理王国雷斯塔地区的大公病逝，雷斯塔地区诸侯未推举下任大公。王国一分为3，推恩令啊，这是削弱他们了。帝国历901年，雷斯塔诸侯同盟令成立，就是说，就是之前提到过的库罗德跟小王子他们的祖先是同一个人。帕麦拉来袭。 建造弗朵拉首饰。这里所有的书应该都看过一遍了啊。
Well.
Professor, halt! Don't come in here.
之前也发生过这种事。
I thought I told you to forget about that. There's something I don't want you to see. So, you know about it. Yes, it's a portrait of you. I painted it myself. It's, quite disgraceful. I did a terrible job with it, and it looks nothing like you.
谢谢
I'm
你。
happy that you appreciate my efforts, but please don't touch that door.
原来那一堆乱糟糟的是艾黛尔画的我的画像啊！艾黛尔暗恋我，实锤了。
Okay.
Dorothea 和汉尼曼。
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
The utter discord. I cannot stand it. I do wish everyone would listen to one another.
地上的东西也不捡了。
All right, off to the kingdom's capital we go. What's the matter? Should I not be excited? I can't help it. Everyone's got to have something to look forward to.
There's unrest everywhere these days. I hope they... I need your help.
3个蔬菜种子，2个蔬菜种子，3个果树种子，摩尔菲斯里、阿鲁比涅酶、桃粗里，哎，全是一些没什么用的东西。洗鸡豆。
Hello.
地上东西不捡了。
It's hard to feel cheery when you've just gone to battle against old friends. No, I will not let myself be gloomy.
要不要去钓鱼？
Fishing, huh? That may brighten my mood a bit now that you mention it. I'm sure it must be even harder for you to fight against your students. When times are tough, just remember, you can always rely on your pal Alois.
Dimitri, the king of Fargus. He despises Edelgard and everything she stands for. I am of the opinion that a man seized by such strong feelings is not fit to be king. It is a sad situation, really.
国王也是人啊。
If he cannot suppress his emotions to make reasoned decisions, he should abdicate. At any rate, I find it hard to imagine that Dimitri could defeat Edelgard.
你非让我在小王子和艾戴尔之中选一个的话呢，我还是选小王子啊。
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Between Garreg Mach and Ferdiad stretch the plains of Teal'c. That's the site of the ancient battle where Nemesis, the King of Liberation, fought the prophet Saros. If our forces end up fighting our enemies there, it'll be a clash passed down through the ages.
跨越千年的宿命啊！没错。
Right.
我代表的呢就是涅梅西斯，雷亚就是赛罗斯。其实实际上来说的话，我跟涅梅西斯是真的没什么关系。
Next, we'll be headed to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad to begin the invasion, right? I wonder if we can defeat the Tempest King. We have to.
That was an unexpectedly fierce battle. The Knights of Saros were tough opponents. If the Archbishop had been there, we would have been in trouble. If it hadn't been for the efforts of the main force, who even knows?
安娜寄放的东西。
Driving back the Knights of Saros is a big deal for the Imperial Army. Defeating the Alliance was hugely exciting, but this victory will probably just add to your reputation. Now, if you could only sway the loyalties of the Kingdom's lords. Is it even possible?
Last month's fight with the Knights of Saros was a disaster.
你看起来很镇定。
I am. I never believed in Saros. And my old colleagues are now just enemies. Sometimes it's easier to get by without any personal attachment or religious beliefs.
"狗鱼三明治，请一下艾戴尔和菲尔迪南特。
Ferdinand, I hope you'll take this opportunity to speak freely to me.
I do not require your permission to speak my mind.
再来一个那个什么盾泥鳅，哎对，休伯特和佩特拉。
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
I would be liking that greatly.
接着再是蜜桃冰沙，给贝尔和叶里扎。
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
This food brings fond memories.
支援信息一个也没有提升啊。接着找一个 Dorothea 和卡斯帕尔都喜欢的。蔬菜沙拉面。
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
接着再是阿罗伊斯和萨米亚都喜欢的。
Oh, my favorite food! You've got to try this.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
看一下支援信息啊，我跟阿罗伊斯的好感度提升了。再来上一份蜜桃冰沙给林哈尔特和汉尼曼。
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
再次邀请休伯特做一个祝福活动吧。
Meat and fish are my area of expertise, though I still have not mastered seasoning.
他的台词都不会变的。我做了果冻，用得着什么鱼和肉吗？用不着啊。
Overcooked meat is too bland. I prefer it to be bleeding. Quiet.
看来他的台词是不会变的。我之前做肉排的时候，他给我说什么处理鱼和肉就算了，怎么我做果冻还处理鱼和肉呢？
I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising. Yes, hunting is doing surprise attacks on prey. Surprise attacks are safe with friends. Fewer injuries. That is a wonderful thing. I have no liking for the thought of losing anyone.
Say now.
Yeah.
Yay! Thanks!
触发一下阿罗伊斯的支援剧情。
Ah, there you are. Hello.
你看起来没什么精神。
Oh, yes. Apologies. I'm struggling with some unpleasant thoughts. Since the war began, I've ended so many lives. You and your students got your hands dirty as well. Nobody forced you all to join the fight, of course. You did so of your own volition. Still, there must be something very wrong with the world for it to make children into killers.
我不是小孩子了。
That's true enough. We've all gotten older. Ah, listen to me. I'm sorry for being so glum.
真男人跑哪去了？
Well said. In truth, I don't think any expression will improve my looks. I'm a brute, no matter what face I pull. Ah, you really are just like Geralt. When I was down in the dumps, he'd cheer me up with a playful quip. He gave me his library of jokes, but when I tell one of them, nobody laughs at the punchline. They laugh at me. You, on the other hand, you inherited the old man's comic talents. I'm feeling pretty perky now, all thanks to you. I can't stop this war by feeling gloomy about it. Onward, to a brighter future. To tell you the truth, that was another line I picked up from Geralt. He taught me everything about life. He was more important to me than anyone in the world. Apart from you, perhaps.
因为我是杰拉尔特的小孩吗？
Oh, sure, there's that, but not only that. When I look at you or see you fighting in battle, it's like I'm seeing a sibling. But at the same time, it's like seeing something sacred and powerful. Something I must defend. You're so important to the future of Fodlan, and to me. I promise to continue protecting you with the strength of a knight and the love of a big brother.
要说的话还是比较像父亲。
I guess that makes sense when you consider the age difference between us and my closeness to Geralt. Regardless, in the name of the captain, I swear to keep you safe. You're welcome to return the favor, should you feel so inclined.
因为老爹呢也活了几百岁了啊，所以的话，虽然阿罗伊斯是他的前手下呢，但是年纪比我们大很多。骑士之间。
See, my brother fought proudly to the end, and died an honorable death. He said something to me before the battle. That he was entrusting his dream to me. I'm gonna see this battle through to the end. I'm gonna fight for my brother.
怎么你不去刺杀罗德利古了吗？
The Knights of Seiros. They certainly know how to inflict pain. However, the demon within me will be satiated only by fighting you. The Knights, the demon.
铠甲扣具。
That is mine.
A moment, please.
I heard that Randolph died in battle guarding Garreg Mach. We knew each other for, wow, more than 5 years. My chest feels tight. Think about it. There's no end in sight to the fighting. I might be next. Any of us could be.
一起活下来吧。
Eh? That sounds like one of Sylvain's old pickup lines. But yes, let's get through this war together.
艾戴尔和卡斯帕。
《
I understand now. This is new for... I understand now. That was helpful. I understand now.
Seems simple enough.
I've really gotten the hang of this.
Hey? 他的目标不是飞行吗？怎么又学会格斗术了呢？这。萨米亚的生日举行茶会，东方风味茶，不对啊，打古扎的话是在西方，他肯定不会喜欢东方风味茶。
I was just considering paying you a visit.
薰衣草茶喜欢吗？
Very good. Yes.
两人曾一同欢笑的话题。
Yes. Yes.
我信赖着你。
Very good. Oh.
金汉骑士团的传言。
Very good. I apologize for what I said before. It was tactless to compare you to memories from my past.
没那种事。
That was delicious. Thank you. I'll visit again when I'm free.
It will be easier together.
Let's try our best.
We did it, and without incident.
Can't let this power go unused.
《确保商人的安全》这个任务不用做了，现在商人已经够多了。那我们的话就继续选择修养吧。
Cornelia, I have a report from our scouts. The Imperial army that departed from Garreg Mach en route to the capital now appears to be marching here.
What did you just say?
The speed of the army's movement quickens. They will be here to invade within days. I just sent some of my troops to support the capital. It is likely to be a fierce fight.
How could this be? I have not heard a thing about... Oh, I understand now. I am the target.
You? Are you sure they do not mean to take Aryan Road for strategic reasons?
It would appear so from the outside. However, the circumstances are not that simple. And will you calm yourself? It will not be a fierce fight whatsoever.
科尔纳利亚的话，在青狮县里面是直接倒向了帝国啊，并没有像现在这样，作为一个间谍的话，你还忠于王国。
The sweet children I have prepared will protect Aryan Road well.
Cornelia, Aryan Road is a fortress city that was built about 400 years ago. Originally a base on the front lines of the battle against the kingdom, it was built using imperial money and technology.
However, the head of House Rowe secretly planned to betray the Empire.
哎，这个洛贝家的真是每次都要背叛。建造这个城市的时候呢，他从帝国叛到王国，然后帝国侵略王国的时候呢，他又从王国叛到了帝国。
As the fortress neared completion, it was rebuilt as a base to defend against the Empire. When the fortress was completed, House Rowe declared its vassalage to the kingdom.
Since then, Aryan Road has never fallen. Not once. The beautiful white walls that protected against its enemies have earned it the nickname, the Silver Maiden. In the end, that is all it is to the Empire. The Silver Maiden stands as a bitter memory.
We will now be destroying that memory. The past is the past. Now is now.
A fortress that has never fallen. I can't wait to make it fall.
How savage of you. And yet, I must say I agree with the sentiment. Let us take the sturdy Aryan Road and continue our march against the kingdom.
An invincible fortress? Sounds perfect.
Unfortunately, it will soon no longer be invincible. The Silver Maiden's iron skin is about to be damaged. It's sad, really.
Is it silver or iron? Use your language with clarity, please.
Really, Lynn, there must be a better way to say that. Since we are attacking a heavily guarded place, we must take extra care to prevent allies from getting injured.
Thank you, everyone. I'm counting on all of you. Now, let's resume our advance.
This battle is for the future of Fodlan.
行，那我们本期的话呢，就先结束在这里啦。那我们下期的话就直接去攻打这个城市啦。好，我们下期再见。